to make all that racket?
What happens when man's best friend becomes dinner? Dude Eat Dog, the reality cooking show that will have you looking at Fido in whole new, delicious ways. It's Bow Wow Chow, Dude Eat Dog on CNT.
I'm gonna have a gentleman calling later, so make yourself scarce.
Dog.
Fuck you.
I was wondering if you'd be back in again. Listening to you and those two friends of yours bantering back and forth, it was so cool. It was like I was in a movie or a music video or something.
Man, what are you talking about?
I love the hip-hop. P.G. Jackson, MC Clip.
That ain't real hip-hop.
No, of course not. I mean, what would I know? I barely exist outside this store. You'd probably think I'm such a loser. An excellent purchase. I don't even want to ask, although I kind of do. I'm a trick better myself.
In only inches.
I wasn't counting cards. I was cheating. Make me cry.
You a clown, bro.
Make me cry.
Lame ass fool. Yeah, you gonna get it. Dumbass.
Don't screw with me. I've trodden shits with more brains. If you ain't using it, Lamar, you're rolling with me for a while.
Oh, snap. Crazy dude. Hey, man, shit. I can't wait to see how you get down.
Stay there. I'm coming. Who the fuck is this?
The guy keeping you out of the gas chamber. Townley's on his way. We need to talk face to face.
You gotta quit that shit, man.
Yeah, I know.
I take speed mostly, and look at me. Boom! Best shape of my life. Yeah, I could still take you sugar tits.
That's because you're fucking deranged, not because you're in good shape. Hey, why don't you stick to doing fucking crunch?
The guy's your neighbor. Caesar's Place, Rockford Hills.
Yeah, the more I see of your boss, the more I like him.
If I was you, I wouldn't be so critical of who others associate with.
So is he gonna be a problem?
For sure. But there's nothing we can do about it. If something happened to him right now, I'd be right under a microscope. An electron microscope of bureaucratic shit. And that would make it very difficult to keep old secrets.
Oh, well, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo for you. You know who else is having trouble keeping secrets, asshole? Me. After you brought Trevor in on this.
I only brought him in after you put out your press release. Townley's taking scores again. The Los Santos reboot. If we didn't control the situation and he'd unearthed this connection, then what?
Then Trevor flips out, beheads me, kills my family, or raises them as his own. I don't know which is worse. Anyway, any of that could happen at any time.
Slow down. Let's think this through. What does he know?
He knows I'm alive. He knows I got money. And now he knows I'm working with the FIB.
Does he know how long you've been working with the FIB?
How long? The fuck does that matter?
Either you were working with us before the Cash Depot job, you walked your crew into an ambush, one of them spent 10 years on the run, and the other landed in a federal penitentiary. Or we stumbled on the Cash Depot job, Brad went down, you went down, Trevor got away. The FIB cut you a deal on your sickbed, faked your death, and you end up here.
Who's to say which of those is true?
That there's any doubt probably accounts for you being alive.
Back there, Trevor made you right away. The second he saw you.
You remember after the bust, I was in all the papers. I was on the evening news. The man who killed Michael Townley.
Yeah, I was quite a trophy. A good head to hang on your wall.
Back then, sure. Not now. My back's bad enough as it is.
Oh, shit. This is...
Turns out that was the wrong Azerbaijani. We need a new address from Mr. K. Choose your...
I hope you've been flossing.
I've been waiting. Please don't. Are they still alive? Mercy! My team! No! Stop! Don't!
Best way to make a man talk is to stop him being able to talk.
That was too much!
Mr. Phillips, ask him about Tahir Javan.
What did you ask me? I know Tahir. I did his home theater. He lives in Chumash. They're right on the Western Highway.
Well, that wasn't so tough, was it? Huh? Did you get that? Did you hear him? Lives in Chumash, the Western Highway.
Chumash, you're driving. Remember, terror does not take coffee breaks.
What a dick. So how are Steve and Trevor getting along?
Seems like a productive relationship.
Well, like I said, he's got his uses.
And as you can see, we're trying to take full advantage of it.
Then what?
This thing with the agency gets put to rest and we don't need you anymore.
Right. And what about Trevor?
What about him?
I need some resolution, Davey. You let him walk. You said you'd clean the whole thing up back in North Yankton.
And you told me it'd be a clean job, no casualties. There were more eyes on that town than there needed to be.
Yeah, well, according to my eyes, Trevor's your problem, Dave, as much as he is mine.
He's not a problem at all. We're monitoring him. Has he said anything about Brad?
Fuck yeah, he has. Plenty. I keep changing the subject. You know, he thinks you might actually commute Brad's sentence when this is all over.
That's good. Fine work. We'll send another letter. It's about time anyway.
Oh, so that's you who's been sending those fucking letters to Trevor, huh?
Yeah. He thinks they're from Brad, who he thinks is locked up in high security and not, well, not 6 feet under in a grave marked Michael Townley. The trainees write them. It's a good exercise.
Yeah, the fuck. How'd that get started?
A few years ago, a letter came to the federal prison system addressed to Brad. Wasn't signed, but it gave a P.O. box in Sandy Shores. I played the part of Brad, and we started a correspondence.
Yeah, thanks for telling me, Davey.
The anticipation is always worse.
Ready? Oh, please.
Watch the knee!
Hey. Now? Huh? Now? You ready to talk?
I've been waiting so fucking since the day I got kidnapped. The second
That's what we were afraid of.
Yeah,
This guy we're after, what does he look like?
I was built. I was like middle-aged.
Yeah, it sounds like you're stalling. This better be enough. Middle age, middle height, middle build, whatever. He's dark, okay? He's Azerbaijani, for God's sakes. Look around. That enough for you?
You're my eyes, Townley. What do you see?
I see a couple guys that are way too old and too fat to be doing a political assassination.
Let's keep it objective, okay? What's in the scope? When I need analysis, I'll call a pundit.
There's a party, all right? We're live.
You see anyone down there who might be an Azerbaijani?
Fuck do I know? You might be an Azerbaijani for all I know. What's one look like?
They look Eastern.
Half this town looks Eastern, Davey. You got the fall of the Shah and the collapse of communism to thank for that.
Anyone stand out?
No, they all kind of blend in. Make a call, Dave.
We're gonna need some more info on this guy. They're having a party down there.
That ain't gonna cut it, my friend.
Shit. Let me think. I remember.
Sorry, too late. Trevor, show our contestant what he's won today.
I remember. Wait. I remember. Woo!
It ain't even the biggest tool in the room.
What? Oh.
Nyt lähtee toinen jalka. Sama jalka paskauksi.
So what have you got for us? We need Trev to shake up your memory again?
No. He's got beer. He's got beer.
I think you're making this up.
No, I'm not. No.
Oliver, oot sä pai myös?
Bushy beard?
Got any beardy types at this party? Huh? Because that's all Mr. K's given us.
No.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we ought to just take 2 bullets and put them in our informant and just call an airstrike on Chumash Beach.
I need eyes on that party. Pick up the scope and give me a report.
Who am I looking for?
Steve's saying beard. What do you got?
Anything specific, or is some stubble gonna cut it?
Let's start at mountain.
Voisiko aloittaa Let's Playn?
There's a few beards at this party. Vinewood's full of weak chins. Place is famous for it.
Damn. Beards are in fashion in Chumash. Land of beach hipsters. We need more.
It's gonna be a long day until you give us some
Te saatte
intel.
päättää, vedetäänkö taas jalkaa? Vai otetaanko hammas irti? Vai vedetäänkö sähköä tällä? Vai juotetaanko bensaa?
Just to be sure.
No, please, no. I told you, he smokes. That's all I know.
Mikä näistä otetaan? Tämä vai tämä?
He's gotta take another round.
Left-handed smoker with a beard. That's him.
Okay.
Torture, Justin, torture. Not the clip. Not the clip. My heart. No, no.
You'll run out of juice. Don't fry him completely. Look at the chub in his pants. Hasn't this man done enough for national security?
Jaa, nyt se kuoli, mut sit vedetään pikkasen heroiinia siihen, niin kyllä se herää.
It's coming.
The light. Let me go through it.
Mr. K. Mr. K.
I don't know anything, please.
It's okay.
He chain smokes. And he's left-handed.
What's that?
He chain smokes. And he's left-handed.
Ah, okay. Any of these bearded guys at the party smoke cigarettes. Mr. K says he smokes like a pack of 2 a day.
Redwood cigarettes?
Thank you, Mr. K.
Steve's telling me he chain smokes redwoods.
It ain't the cigarettes that'll kill him. It's the guys who put the warnings on the packets you should worry about.
Pitäisikö amputtaa tästä?
Oh, now I get it.
Onko se ammunta?
You're telling me to assassinate a guy because he's got facial hair, a cigarette, and he's left-handed.
I'm telling you to assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national
Okay,
security.
ei se, toi ei oo se polttaja.
Details.
Tämä varmaan.
Michael, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What, I had my eyes on a target. Listen, anyone in that joint's got as much chance of being a threat to national security as the next guy.
Steve, it's blown.
Voi paska. No, käydään lisää nänne ja... Ei se...
I'm telling you to assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national security. The rest's details.
Oh, fuck!
You get kicks out of killing innocent women now? The report I'm gonna have to write. Steve, he fucked it.
Voi vittu. Ok, vielä kerran, jos tää nyt menis oikein. Muuten Eskolin pääsee pelaa Fortnitea.
To assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national security. The rest's details.
Mä tarviin lisää. Etskohan se jompikupin naista?
Michael, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What, I had my eyes on a target. Listen, anyone in that joint... Oh, fuck!
You get kicks out of killing innocent women now? The report I'm gonna have to write.
Voi vittu.
Steve, he fucked it.
Mä en skippaa tätä.
I'm telling you to assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national security. The rest's details. Michael, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What, I had my eyes on a target. Listen, anyone in that joint's got as much chance of being a threat to national security as the next guy.
Steve, it's blown. telling you to assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national security. The rest's details.
Ah, I see someone. He fits the profile. Yep, fits it all the way. I got a good feeling. Well, as good as you can get while clipping a guy who probably don't deserve it. And now I'm taking the shot. Baby, I got someone. Definitely a lefty. Redwood smoking, bearded, maybe. Could be. Used to be. Azerbaijani.
Good enough for me. Steve, it's done.
Woo! That is a wrap, my friends. Excellent work to the pair of you. Now, I got a racquetball game to get to.
Hey, how's your mouth?
It hurts.
Can you speak?
Kinda.
Are you gonna hold it together?
I want to go home. I want to see my family.
No, you have no home. You have no family. That shit is over.
I do. They're in the morning wood. I love them very much.
No, that's your old life. That's over now. You're off the grid. You're one of the invisible people.
Just take me home.
I'm taking you to the airport. You're gonna get on a plane. You're flying a long way from this country and you're gonna spread your message.
I don't have a message.
You're a torture advocate.
Advocate?
The media and the government would have us believe that torture is some necessary thing. We need it to get information, to assert ourselves. Did we get any information out of you?
I would have told you everything.
Exactly. Torture's for the torturer, or the guy giving the order to the torturer. You torture for the good times. We should all admit that. It's useless as a means of getting information.
I'm feeling lightheaded.
Sometimes you torture for the torturee, but only if they're prepared to pay.
I am very unwell.
It's me with you. Departures. No one drives me to the airport. Run. You're free.
Oh, what? But my family is here.
Your family.